Hello everyone, I'm so happy you're here today. We're going to have some fun making this card kit. I'm actually going to make a couple of each of the cards with you, and I'm going to turn them into shaker cards. So this is the card kit, and it's number 159332, and they're still available. So let's jump on in. So the card kit, Light the Candles, is still available. I thought this sold out last week, but apparently it's not. It's still available. And when you go to my online store, there are many other card kits available. But make sure you're wanting the certain language because there's French and English over there. And there are some that are sold out. So just take a note of those. Okay, so I have a brand new box here. So we're just going to open it up. We're going to do some cutting of cardstock and some window sheets for the shaker cards. So hopefully you guys want to hang out with me while we put some of these cards together. If you want to check out the replay from the Glitter Pit Live, we made all the cards. So today I'm just going to do a couple of them with you so you guys get the measurements. It's all inclusive card kit. So you get the Stampin' Spot. You also get the black and an exclusive stamp set, which is very cute. And it's birthday themed, which I need all these birthday cards that we're making today. So this is the card kit. Look, you get everything to make 8 cards. You get the envelopes and the cards. In the card kit, you have everything you need except for a pair of scissors. So you have your adhesive, you even have the Stampin' Block, you have the ink, which is the Stampin' Spot. So, in the disclaimer, I'm going to be using my full-size ink pad just because I already have it opened and I'm saving the ink spots. For what? I have no idea. And then I'm bringing over a bunch of shaker stuff. So I got these are the sequins for everything. You can tell they got the green, the red, the gold, and the little yellow color. And then I also have my shaker shapes. So these are still available, as well as the sequins for everything. And then I do have some leftover from the holiday catalog, which are the subtle shimmer sequins, which I think these retired. But really, truly, anything that you want to add to your shaker card will just add more pizzazz to the card. Okay? And so I'm going to also use my own blocks, which I have right here. These are my clean ones. Okay, so I brought all the ones that I've cleaned over. Then I also brought over my foam adhesive strips. The kit does come with some, but I figure if I'm adding more to enclose the shaker part, you're going to need more of the strips. Okay, so I think that's about it. I'm so excited to make these cards. All right, and then of course the box is super cute. Look, it's got dots and stripes. It's a very sturdy box too, so it's nice. So you could actually put everything back into the kit until you actually mail them out, or put something totally different in them. You could actually use it from box to mail something too. So now there's more kits over on my online store. I think I counted about 11 that are currently available. And the kits are just like these. So they're all inclusive kits. And if you're already a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you might notice some of the kits over there look like past Paper Pumpkin kits. But here's the black. Very cute. And then you also get some embellishments, which we're going to use those. And then here's the envelopes. Look how pretty, and they're lined. So cute. Love it. So, you know, it's all about the presentation. All right, and then these are the layers. So now I also brought over some added cardstock. So polished pink, because I think that looks like polished pink. I could have brought over some Costa Cabana, but I think I'm just going to stick with the polished pink cardstock. No, so we're going to want to measure our pieces that go on the top right here. So I will give you all the measurements for these pieces because we're going to cut the window sheet to fit on the back side of this and this one. And then we're also going to cut these down a smidge because it looks like they're all the same size. Yeah. So to get that lined up, especially when you're doing shaker cards, it's going to be kind of hard to line it up perfectly. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim a little smidge off of all the sides for those. And then also the birthday candle one. I'm going to take a smidge off of those, okay? So other than that, we're gonna go ahead and fold a few of the bases. Now what's also nice with this printed designer paper is that it's basic white on the inside. So you can sign it, you don't have to add any extra piece for, you know, stamping or anything else on the inside. So I'm gonna do 2 of each. So if you have this kit, grab it. We're gonna make it together today. We'll actually make it into the shaker card. So if you wanna make a couple shaker cards with yours, today's the day. So you're actually getting 4 of each of the cards. Total of 8 cards. And then here are the items that you're gonna stamp on the greetings with your stamp set right here. Okay, so you get all those pieces that you're just gonna punch out. And then here's our foam adhesive strips. You get a whole sheet of them, which are nice, but we're gonna need more for the shaker cards. Also some glue dots, which are nice. And then let's not forget the directions. So if you're jumping into the card kit, you'll know exactly what to do if you want to make the cards just the way they're designed to look like here on the front. This picture does not do its justice. These are so much cuter in person. So if you want to make the cards just like they are shown here in the picture, you have directions right here. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and grab our trimmer. We're going to cut down, I believe, our pieces first. Let's just start there. Okay, so I'm gonna trim down the inside pieces right here. So the final size, these are cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, so I'm gonna trim off. So I'm just gonna take a smidge off of all the sides. So I think that's a 1/16 of an inch. So these are 4 1/2. So I'm going to cut it down to that tiny mark right below the 4 1/2. So it's just a hair. So there's our piece. So now this is going to layer under here a little bit better for me to line it up for the shaker part. So then we're going to cut our candle piece. Now this one, there's not that much space here, so I'm going to cut a little bit more at the top. So now once again, this piece is cut at 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. Again, I'm going to cut this down to 3 1/4 at the top, right about there. Okay, so we're just going to cut that off, and then this is going to layer over top of that a little bit easier for the shaker part. Okay, so let me cut another layer. So I'll go ahead and fast forward through this. Okay, so the final size for the cake piece, 3 1/8 by 4 1/4. Okay, so that's what I cut for the bottom piece. Then the candle section, I didn't cut any off the edge. So the length is still about 4 1/2. And then I did trim the top part down 1/4 of an inch. So this is cut down to 3 1/4. And then this is going to measure perfectly for that. So you still have a little wiggle room on the back. Okay, so I went ahead and cut all those. All right, so we're going to set these aside. So now we're going to cut our polished pink layer. I feel like a polished pink layer will pop the cake. So what were these measurements here? This is 3 1/4, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So I'm going to cut these at 3 1/2. Cut these down to 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And that should layer on this really cute. Yep, perfect. So I'm going to cut another one for the cake. So 4 3/4. Okay, so we have 2 for the cake. Then for the candle, this piece measures again 4 1/2 by 3 3.5. So this one's going to be 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So the candle one is just a smidge bigger, not much. So here's the birthday candle one layer for the polished pink. So the polished pink is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Oh, and then we got to cut our window sheet. So it's all about the preparation of our card before we actually start putting them together. So we're going to cut our window sheet. Now this piece is going to go behind our front layer here. So remember, this piece is cut at 3 1/4, right? 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So this piece of window sheet is going to be cut a little bit smaller. So this is going to be cut at 3 by 4 1/4. And that should cover the whole piece of cake. Let me see here. So this should fit behind our cake perfectly, yes. And I want that a little bit smaller. So I'm going to cut another piece of that at 4 1/4. Now this one's for our cake. Okay, so we got our 2 pieces for the cake. So now for the birthday candle piece, this piece is cut at, I should have wrote this down so I don't have to keep measuring it. This is cut at 4 1/2 by 3 1/2. Okay, so we're going to cut our window sheet at 3 1/4, 3 1/4, 3 1/4. Okay, so I cut the window sheets for the candle is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Yep, so it should cover all the candles on the back. Okay, so I went ahead and cut out both pieces for that. Now I think we're all set. All right, so let's grab the cake. Let's do the cake card first. All right, so now the cake card goes on the yellow bases. And you have the Costa Cabana envelopes. Aren't they cute? Now you could, to make alternative projects, you could reuse this designer paper that's inside the envelope, which would be really cute. But we're just going to go ahead and make these into shaker cards, all right? So we're going to go ahead and put our stamped image on our cake. So let me grab my other cake. Very good. Okay, so we're going to grab our Costa Cabana ink. And we're going to stamp the little confetti around the cake. So the little flame on the candle is what we're going to stamp on this side. So you can tell the back side from the front with that. We're going to take the stamp. And we're going to use this little confetti. We're just going to stamp it a couple times in both of the corners. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and stamp our greeting. Let me put the stamp on our thing. Now the greeting, you're going to stamp on the pieces that they come in the kit. So now this greeting we're going to use with the circle with the birthday cake. And let's see here, we're going to stamp Happy Birthday to You. I think that one's cute. And I like using the bigger block, even though the stamp is a little bit smaller, because I can line up the image so much better, especially when it's attached to the strip. So I'm going to go ahead and line, and plus it's a photopolymer stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up my Happy Birthday to You. And then I'm going to stamp that. See, I can see that image around the circle too. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp a couple of these. We're going to punch those out. Okay, then we're going to take our other layer. These are the other layers that come in the kit. So we're going to take one of these for the layer behind the happy birthday, just like that. So we're going to take 2 of those. Stamp and seal. I'm just going to put some little bit of adhesive behind there and then put that onto that flag. Happy birthday to you. Okay, I had to clean up my station here. It was getting a little clustered over there. All right, so we're gonna pick up right where we were gonna add our window sheets. So remember, these are cut at, this one's for the birthday cake. So these window sheets are cut at 3 by 4 1/4, and you're gonna need 2 of those. We're gonna use our Stampin' seal. We're gonna add our seal to the back of our front layer for our window sheet to go on the back to create a window so our shaker part on the inside doesn't fall out. Okay, so we're going to add our window sheet to the back. Just like that. And the window sheet on the front looks really cute. I don't know what this piece is right here, but I feel like I want to cut that off. I don't know if it's supposed to be there. So if you guys have this kit, let me know if that's supposed to be there. I don't think so. Okay, so let me see if this one has it. Yeah, that one has it too. Let me cut it off before I add the window sheet. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and add the window sheet to this one. Okay, there. All right, now we're gonna build our little, I wanna say like a ditch, you know, like a little raised wall around the cake to hold our goodies inside with our shaker stuff. So we're gonna grab the pieces that I had of my own. So this is the foam adhesive strips, and the kit does come with the strips, but I don't know if there's enough for the shaker part because we're adding to this card. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna go ahead and wrap the foam adhesive strip around our cake. Grab another piece. What else is nice is when you use your foam adhesive strips, whatever you don't use, you can put right back on your package. Just gonna make sure I have the right side down. All right, so I'm just wrapping it around the cake, making sure there's no gaps. That's the key to a shaker card, because nothing's worse than shaking the shaker card and then all your goodies are falling out. Okay, so there's one. Doesn't look very cute from the back, I know, but it's what's on the front is what's most important. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one. I'm gonna fast forward this one for you. So this is all extra. Now you could add like a little piece up here at the top, but I find that it's all right. I mean, you can, but I'm not gonna do that, okay? All right, now let's focus on the shaker part of the card. So we're gonna set those aside. We're gonna bring in our 2 pieces of our cake. I was thinking I was gonna use the subtle shimmer sequins, but you could also use these sequins too. These are the sequins for everything. Let me show you here. I just don't want to spill them everywhere. Let's do you want to do these? Let's do maybe the yellow and the gold. Those are really pretty. You want to add some of those in there? Whoop. See? It goes everywhere. All right, let's do one of each. Let's add some of these in this one over here. And then we'll add the shimmer sequins in the other one. Okay, so I'm going to add a couple pinches to this one. So we're just going to scoot everything onto the cake part. that, okay? I'm gonna clean this up after I get it all put together, because if I keep playing with it, it's gonna get really staticky, and then the sequins are gonna be all over the place. These are the subtle sequins. Let me get that orange one out of there. Okay, so we're just gonna sprinkle some of these in here. I think those would be pretty. All right, now we're gonna take our front piece of our cake, gonna peel off the backing to the foam adhesive strips. Okay, working one at a time. Let me move this one over here. Okay, moving one at a time, we're gonna put this over top of this one. And I don't want to put my head in the camera, but I'm hoping that that lines up really good. That's why it's nice to cut the bottom layer a little bit smaller, so it doesn't have to line up perfectly on the sides, but it does on the inside. Oh, look at that. I love it. So the cake is a shaker card, and that's using the sequins for everything. And now this one, let's do this one. I'm gonna peel off the backing. Okay, I'm gonna take that sequins off of there. They're staticky everywhere. All right, making sure everything's out of the way for my adhesive to stick over top of the cake. I'm gonna line this one up next. There we go. And press that down. Before you shake it, make sure you press all the edges down, because you don't want that still to come out. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's really cute. I think it adds so much more to the card, don't you think? All right, now let me go scoop up the sequins and close it up so I don't make more of a mess. All right, now we're gonna put our cake onto our polished pink cardstock. So I'm just gonna use the Stampin' Seal for that too. Oh my gosh, I love it. Remember, the polished pink pieces for the cake, this piece is cut at 3.5 by 4 3/4. And that's gonna give you a really cute border behind the cake. Okay, let's do this one. Then we're gonna grab our base. Remember, these are the, looks like Mango Melody, which looks really cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, let's go ahead and use our Stampin' Seal to put these on the front of our base. Now this sequins on the inside of our cake here match the base of our card. So it kind of ties it all together, which is fun. All right, now we get to add our birthday greetings. Remember, we stamped these earlier. I'm gonna add some dimensionals, but you could also use the glue dots that are in the kit. But I have my dimensionals sitting here, so I'm gonna grab one for each of those. And then let me show you the picture of the card. So it shows to add it over here to the right-hand side, a little smidge off of the layer. Now you could add it wherever you want, like even up here at the top. I'm gonna stick with what they're saying here. So I'm gonna pop it up over here to the right-hand side. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then this one we're gonna put on. So we just used 2 different colors of the sequins for our shaker card. So cute. So adorable. Okay, so there's the 2 for the birthday cake. Now we're gonna make the birthday candle. So let's grab those. Okay, so I don't think there's any stamping we gotta do extra like we did on the confetti on the birthday cake right here. Remember how we stamped that? I don't think there's any stamping that we have to do on these 2. So let's go ahead and add our window sheets. So we're gonna flip them over. Gonna grab our Stampin' Seal. I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive around the edges. Also, what I noticed about with the candle version are these edges are very narrow for the adhesive strips. So I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm thinking I'm just going to focus on these 2 center candles for our shaker part of this card, just because it's so narrow over here. And I don't want the adhesive strips to show. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and focus on the center candles, but I'm going to use the whole sheet of the window sheet for my candles because I feel, oh, let me tell you the measurement here. This one is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 for this window sheet. So I feel like with adding the window sheet, now I could just add it to the center candles, but look how cute it looks with the added window sheet on all the candles. Let me show you here with the back piece on up against there. Look how pretty it looks. It just adds something more pizzazzy. All right, let's go ahead and add this one. Okay, so there's our window sheet on those. Now let's focus on our foam adhesive strips on these. So like I said, we're going to focus on the 2 center pieces. Let me grab my polished pink piece here so you can see. So I'm going to focus on this candle and this candle to be our shaker part of the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foam adhesive strips, I'm going to wrap it around those 2 candles, okay, on the back side. So let me grab those. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it right in the middle, keeping it right on that white piece of our front, and then wrapping it around the 2 birthday candles. So like I said, it's not very cute from the back, but nobody's going to see that part. I promise. All they're going to see is the cute shaker part in the front. So there's the one. That one's actually pretty easy to do, the 2 candles. So let me grab another strip here. So let me go ahead and fast forward through this section here. That one took like almost a whole strip. Almost. Just a smidge left over. All right, so there's the front and there's the back. Now I'm going to go ahead and peel off the backing to get these ready. And then we're going to add our sequins to the inside of our birthday candles. So let's do the sequins. I have a little bit left in this one. Could use the shaker shapes, but I really like the sequins, I think. I'm going to add the rest of these in here. And you really don't need a lot, especially for the candles, you know, because you're only doing the 2 candles for the shaker part, like that. You just want to keep it right in the center of right where that shaker part is going to go on that card. You know what, let me see. I think I want to use this sequins on this one too. Okay, so let's do a little bit over here. That's good. In the center, just like that. Okay. All right, now let's grab our top section without moving that too much. All right, let's add this one over here. Now this one, I'm just trying to center the candles instead of the birthday cake. So we're gonna put this right over top of that, making sure to press it down. And then that's gonna be the shaker. Oh my gosh, don't you love it? Let's do this one really quick. That one's gonna go over. I'm just trying to center the candles underneath the front piece here. And there's the, whoop, that one's out there. There's that inside shaker part. Cute. All right, let's go ahead and add these to the polished pink. I'm gonna put this onto the polished pink. The polished pink cardstock. Remember, this piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Oh, that one didn't pop out of there. Hold on, let me pop that out. There's 2 little pieces to my candle that didn't pop out. So let me pop them out here really quick. Okay, there we go. All right, there's our shaker on that one. Isn't it cute? All right, now let's go ahead and add those to the base. Let me grab those. Those are up here. We're going to put the Stampin' Seal on the back. I'm going to go right here. So cute. And then this one's going to go on this one. All right, now let's stamp our greeting for those two cards. And we're going to stamp the Hip Hip Hooray. And then I have the, I think this is either Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight. I think it's Night of Navy. Then you're also going to use the little 2 pool party pieces for It's Your Day or something, if I remember right. Okay, so Costa Cabana. We're going to stamp Hip Hip Hooray on the white. So cute. Then this one. Okay, and then this one on the pool party is going to have Today's Your Day. That's what it says. This is really tiny. I don't want to put my head in the camera either. Okay, so Today's Your Day. And then Today's Your Day. Aren't they so cute? All right, now we're going to grab our adhesive strips again. We're going to put the adhesive strips along the greeting piece. Cut those off. And then put one on this one. Okay, we're going to peel off the backings and we're going to stick this onto that dark blue piece with maybe 3 of the edges showing like that. And then this one is going to go right underneath the Hip Hip Hooray with the glue dot. Let me grab mine. I'm going to take a couple glue dots, making sure to put them at the top. Another one. Take another glue dot. Oh, where'd it go? Right there. Put that at the top. And then this is going to sit right underneath the hooray. Just kind of make it straighter. It's like that. Then we're going to take more glue dots and pop this up onto the card. Very cute. Center towards the bottom edge of the candles. Aren't they cute? All right, let me go ahead and do this one really quick. So then one more thing before we finish off today's video, we're going to add these little embellishments. I've already added them to this one. Going to add right to the candle little flame part. Aren't they cute? Just a little extra bling to your shaker card. Okay, so there's those two. Then these two also get the little bling on the candle flame too. So let me go ahead and add those. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, I love the shaker part of the card. So this is the Light the Candle kit. Let me show you this again. And the kit number is 159332, and it's still available in my online store. So you can check that out if you want to get your kit. All right. So thanks for stopping by. I'll have all the items listed down below that I used extra, as well as the card kit. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then give me the thumbs up if you like today's video. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.